Hi, hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you something which is very, very important, which most of the people overlook at it. Because I have been talking about burnt out and being doing the smart work and all that for the past few days, and I felt like this is very, very important that I need to talk about. So, which is about rest. Rest, when I say rest, people think that it is about sleep, but actually sleep is not the is one form of rest. There are many other forms of rest that many people don't know. Right? So actually I want to talk about that. So to maintain high performance and truly recharge your body, your mind, you need to have different types of rest altogether. And let's dive deeply into seven different types of rest that your body needs, and we'll talk about that. Okay, so you will find yourself exhausted most of the time even after a full night's sleep. It is because sleep doesn't alone is enough. It is not enough for our body, because sleep is one form of rest, but rather there are different types of rest that you can actually truly get refreshed with, right? So you need to understand that. So let's talk about it. First we'll talk about something that we all know about it, which is physical rest, right? This is the kind of rest we most often familiar with, and we feel like it is allowing our body to relax and recover and recharge and all that. Physical rest can be a passive thing like sleep or a quick nap, kind of afternoon nap, or anytime taking a short nap. It can be also active things like yoga, stretching, or even a massage for that matter, because your body needs uh, you know uh, both forms to stay energized, right? So it can be yoga or massage. Think of the time where you have last went for a massage for that matter. You experience some kind of energy the moment you completed the session. So it can be a form of rest as well, right? It can be a form of physical rest to your body, because you are actually re-energizing, revitalizing your blood circulation and all that. And the second thing which most people ignore is all about mental rest. Ever you found yourself getting shut down quite often, not able to focus on things, or you feel like you don't feel like doing things at all? If those are the challenges that you are facing, please understand, mental rest is all about calming your mind, because always we are living in a noisy environment, but we need to understand that your mental calmness is very, very crucial. And this could mean like you take a short break from your work, or doing some mindfulness activity, or jotting down some of your thought process in a journal kind of a thing, which is really important for your mental clarity. It can be taking a break, going for a travel all alone, or doing some journaling work, doing mindfulness, doing meditation, whatever it can be for that matter, which is really, really important. And the third most important element I could see is like not many people are using it, which is all about sensory rest, cutting off from all the outsider stuff, which is constantly our senses are being overstimulated from the digital screens, from background noise and all that. But sensory rest means reducing the stimuli to give your senses a break, right? So you need to try unplugging, reducing your screen time, or even closing off your eyes for few minutes and finding some kind of calmness, like how you do in a flight during a travel, right? You don't sleep, but you actually put a mask kind of a thing. It is always better to wind down, use it like a wind down exercise, calm down, wind down exercise, cut off your screen time and all that, so that you feel you're connected, you feel there is some kind of mental calmness before even you get into any kind of deep work, or before even you want to do some kind of decision making, before even you get into sleep process. This sensory rest is really, really important, really, really needed. And the next one I want to talk about is creative rest. Creative rest is always about recharging your inspiration. Not many of us are into doing a creative work nowadays, because we feel our complete day is carried away by many things that we want to do in our daily routine. Whether you are working in your project or problem solving or anything for that matter, you need to understand your mind needs a break to stay fresh, right? You need to give that thing to your mind. It is a food for our mind. So you need to take some kind of a nature walk, or playing some music, not listening to music but playing to music, or do something which is very artistic, a painting, drawing, mandala art, anything for that matter, which creates that natural creativity flow, right? So you need to start following that. It is another important form of rest that you're giving it. And the most important element that I always very curious about is about emotional rest. We all carry huge chunk of huge garbage of emotional weight with us all the time, which we don't realize that. And emotional rest is something that helps you to process all those emotions and release them out of your body. You don't realize that the emotions are get stuck into our body at different parts of our body. We need to often time take time to actually release them. That's why you often feel, even after sleeping multiple hours, maybe like 10 to 12 hours a day, even for a complete day also, you will still feel that you are very tired because of this particular reason. This is a type of rest which involves talking openly, setting some kind of boundaries, and seeking some kind of a therapy altogether, where you are giving yourself that space to process the emotion, which is incredibly kind of freeing you, releasing you from whatever that you're just holding. Sometimes you need to be very vulnerable. When you openly talk about things, you will feel that there is so much of things which is moving away. In fact, I recently had an opportunity to talk in front of thousands of people in an event called FBR, where I was actually talking about my journey towards cancer, how I came back, what are the challenges that I went through in my life. That particular event gave me some kind of an opportunity for me to open up the vulnerability, but people felt like it is kind of a you know process for them to take inspiration. But to me personally, I felt it is an emotional release that is happening. You need to understand that you oftentimes need to release all those emotions that you are keeping inside yourself. It can be gossips and all that, but setting clear boundary, opening up, having a healthy conversation is quite important. It is okay, stay authentic, stay vulnerable. Nothing is going to harm us, right? So you need to realize that. And the most important other element is about social rest. Yes, you heard it right. Social rest means taking a break from all the social distractions, all the distraction. You become like a monk stage. In fact, many people do this. This means that you could be spending time all alone, surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, people who actually love you, going for some kind of a retreat where you are not connected with the society but just close circle, or being connected with completely with books and all that, right? Some you I know you would have got that person. Just let me know in the comment who you got in your mind when you hear this. Connected completely with your books or with yourself. It's like a balancing of your social energy by choosing who you want to spend your time with. It can be your family members, it can be someone like with business partners, or maybe with completely with books and all that. You need to think of that. Social rest is very important. Okay. And the final thing, of course, definitely is all about spiritual rest. A rest which connects us with something which is beyond the everyday grind is really really important. It's about finding your own purpose and having a meaning, which can be done through a self reflection most of the time, going to high energy places, or exploring your deeper beliefs, kind of a thing, doing meditation and all that. Spiritual rest, trust me, is going to keep you grounded and gives you a sense of direction in whatever that you are doing on a daily basis. Sometimes we feel disconnected, we feel that there is no purpose in what we are doing. All that happens because you don't give yourself that spiritual rest, right? So please start following that. So remember, it is not just about sleep. It's not about only sleeping for hours and hours. It is all about understanding the rest of your body, and your mind truly needs all these kind of rest that I just spoken about to do your best work. And for you to feel your own best, you need to understand we have to slow down to speed up, right? So embrace these type of rest, and you will notice a huge difference in the way you feel the moment you start inculcating these things in your daily life. Okay, so let me know in the chat box, let me know in the comments, which type of rest do you need the most right now in your life, and let me know that. And if you found this useful, if you find this really helpful, I would definitely request you to please share this video to some of your friends and family members who would like to recharge themselves, who feel drained out in their energy right now, and help them a lot. Okay, and thank you so much for watching until this point, and I will meet you with definitely yet another interesting insight, interesting